Good afternoon. Greetings from Maine. My name is Tammy, and I'd like to welcome you to Sewfly's Unique Boutique. This is my FlossTube channel about cross stitch, about crochet, quilting, whatever else I can get my hands onto. So today, this is FlossTube number 52, and today is August 15th, 2024. So if you are new here, welcome. Thank you for liking, subscribing, hitting play. I really appreciate it. I really do. If you heard about me from someone else, comment down below and let me know who you heard about me from, because I'd really appreciate knowing. If you are one of my regular subscribers, thank you so much. I love you all. You're great. You are the people that have kept me going, and the new people that are becoming regulars are just making things a lot nicer. So thank you so much. So let's get started, shall we? I have a finish and I have an FFO. So I finished my flag. This is from Bella Rose Designs on Etsy. I started this in July for Crafts and Books Fireworks Acrostic, which I only got as far as F, and this was it. Yeah, I don't do very well on challenges. I'm trying to get better. I'm doing really good on the acrostic now for August. I've got the word for this month is self-care. And I've got the word self all done. So over the weekend, I will work on CNA and care. But this is my flag. I did this on a possible 14 count white opalescent, and I used Sulky for the colors. The red. Hold on. Sorry. I apologize. And I don't edit, so sorry. I used red, true red from Sulky. I used bright white, and I used a blue blendable. I don't know the name. All I know is it's 4055. But yeah, so that's that. And then the other thing was that one of the ladies in my networking group, um, her birthday was at the beginning of August, and I kind of got a little confused about whose birthday is when, and now I'm better. So, and she's a bear person. So I made her this. This is from Darling and Whimsy, and it is the Quicker Bear. I turned it into a polar bear. In fact, I changed all the colors. I used Wavy Navy from Classic Colorworks. I used Banker's Gray from Gentle Arts, and I used Snowy Owl from Roxy Floss Co. And the fabric I dyed myself. And it's a blue denim. and I just did a simple finish. So, um, I really enjoyed. I really, really, really enjoy doing those uh, quirky Quakers. They're so much fun. They're just so much fun. So there's that. And um, what else did I do? That was it. Those are my only two finishes. And like I said, the Quirky Quaker Bear from Darling and Whimsy on Etsy. She's also on 123 Stitch. She has her own website, which you can get some freebies from. Um, tea. Um, so yeah, it's she's wonderful. She really is. I follow her on Instagram. Um, she comes out with a lot of new stuff. In fact, she did a line of fish patterns. She has a narwhal, she has a whale, she has a stingray, blowfish, she's a crab. I know she's got a bunch more. She's got cow, she's got pig, she's got chickens, snowmen, cardinals, gingerbread man. Just check it out because they're awesome. They're absolutely awesome. Okay, there were a couple of things that I did not put on my list here. But I did start them. These are a couple of new starts. This one I don't have a picture for, but it is from the French Giraffe on Etsy. She does some awesome patterns, and I'm doing a dragon. She's got a set of 6 monochromatic dragons. And this is another gift for a friend in my networking group. And this lady she's great. I actually had a chance to talk to her one-on-one a few times, and I learned something every time I talk to this lady. And she likes gnomes, coffee, and dragons. And this is going to be a dragon. And I'm doing this on a purple 18 count that I dyed myself. And I'm using a variegated green because I was trying to think of a different color because it was black. I don't want to give somebody a black dragon. I mean, no. So I decided to make it a little different. So hence the purple and doing the green. Now the green I'm using is Dying for Cross Stitch Woodland. It's a very variegated green, as you can see. And I really like this. Really like this. I'm going to have to order some more of her threads because her threads are amazing. They're amazing. Yeah. She also has a website. It's dyingforcrossstitch.com where you can get, she does fabric, and those sorts of things. And then for the L in self-care, I decided that I was going to do a Quirky Quaker Ladybug. And I've never used DMC variants before, so this is the first time here. And I love how this is coming out, and it's going to go into my junk journal. And so what I am using is I'm using 4210 for the red, and then just 310 or 403 for the black. And I love how this came out. I got my 200 stitches in, so now I can just continue to work on it until it's finished. All right. The other thing, okay, this morning I got the threads in yesterday. So before I left this morning and before I taped, I wanted to finish up one of the motifs on this. And this is Cottage Garden Samplings, the Needle Worker. And it's the Snowman Collector Series #1. And here it is. I'm doing this for 2 reasons. Number one, I am a needle worker and I enjoy myself immensely. And number two is my mom, and she was with us, she would collect the little snow buddies. So she likes snowmen. So I don't know if I'm going to get all the series, but so far I like this one. But then again, I'm only finished with one motif. So who knows what it'll be like. I haven't gotten the 300 stitches. I've only got a little over 100. But that's okay. I can work on it for the rest of the afternoon. And I'm doing this on an 18 count vintage country mocha with the called for DMC. Or I'm using DMC. And I got my scissors done right here. That's all it's fun. And I am enjoying this. Like I said, these scissors were over 100 stitches, so I only really have to do another small motif and I should get my 300, but I do intend on working on it more. So, the other thing I worked on this week was Waxing Moon Designs All Hallows Mini. And I got my 300 stitches in. I think that's how much I was supposed to get. It was either 3 or 5. Not quite sure. No. Hold on a second, let me see. Alright. 300. So, I got my 300 stitches in. And I'm not too sure about that inside border. I think what I'm going to have to do is when I pull this out this weekend, because this is going to be the A in my self-care, here's all I got done, is try to match up the inside border here down to here. And I started down here. So, like I said, this is going to be the A in self-care. So, I'm not all entirely sure how that's going to work. I'm going to do it. So there's that. I did my finishes. Yes. Yeah. Yes. All Hallows Eve is also done on an 18 count Da Vinci from Picture This Book. Okay. So that's it there. So I changed a few things around. But you know me, it's bound to happen. Unfortunately, the Queen of Hearts wasn't calling to me this week, but I'm still doing a Focus Alice piece, and I got 900 stitches in this piece. I still have 2,200 to go to get 3,100 for the month of August. So what I'm trying to get 3,100 stitches on is my fairy rabbit. There he is. He's so cute. And I thought I did pretty well to get 900 stitches on it. So I changed out the hoop. So here he is. My fairy rabbit. I just got the ear in. I worked on the clock. Got the bottom part in. Got the key in. And I even added a color right here for the wallpaper. And then I'm going to continue with this one here and bring it down. And so I'm working kind of on the rabbit face here. Because this ear is bare because you got a couple of blends in it. And I am having a little bit of a hard time even with magnification seeing it on this fabric because they're light grays and whites, and this is a white fabric. So we will see how it goes. But I'm really enjoying this one, and I forgot how much fun it was to work on. So I have a feeling that I'm going to be working on this weekend and trying to get 500-600 stitches in it because I did work on it Sunday. So I haven't worked on it yet this week. Maybe I'll work on it tomorrow and Saturday, along with a few other things. I'm kind of figuring out how to do a couple of different stitches in, a day. And sometimes I can do it, other times not. But this one I do want to work on 100 stitches a day until the end of the month. Another thing that kind of petered out was Hocus Pocus. Oh, here's the Hocus Pocus. Now, I've been working on this for a while. I moved down here. I did start the owl and I did start the cat. And I also found out this morning while I was watching Lauren from Stitches and Sundries that she's doing Hocus Pocus, but she's doing hers on a 32 count, and she's only doing one. She's dividing it up into making them like this big, and they're little cards, and that's what she calls it. And she has a really good idea for it. So, needless to say, I worked on the border and got the border somewhat down this way. And then I finished up the moon. This hole has to come out because I'm one stitch off. Which affects the hourglass down here. That frog needs to move out. Telling you that right now. Really needs to move. All right. All right. The other thing I did was I worked on my Christmas bears, which is from Owl Forest Embroidery. And I worked on this all day yesterday. I had the time of my life. Love this one. Um, but here it is. And I'm working on this bear actually. And he has a very ugly sweater vest. Or ugly sweater. I don't know what it is, but it's horrid. But it's done. And I did get my 500 stitches in yesterday. In fact, I got 505, I believe. And here it is. Here it is. Let me shoot. So I got these done. Put another little doodad up here. I got these little green leaves all over the place. And I worked on his sweater. And these little pine cones here that he's holding. Still have to put in his hands and his feet. But I gotta finish up the bottom of the sweater first. I was hoping to get him done, but between laundry and a few other things I needed to do yesterday, that's as far as I got. But that's okay because I got my 500 stitches in. Now, next month, I'm gonna work on this again and hopefully get another 500. I don't know what the acrostic is for September. Um, I am doing spooky sampler September, which means I want to start a spooky sampler. So, I don't think I've got nearly as many finishes as I probably should. I'm almost to 45, so if I finish the ladybug, that'll be 45. So we will see. All right. Now, so I did the Christmas bears, All Hallows Eve. Here it is. And then I did my Whip Go number 12, which is my Christmas sampler. And I did 3 hours worth of work to it. And here it is. I'll put this over here for now. Come on. I worked on the house and I got a few of the letters in. And then on this side, I put the red eyes in the snowman. Worked a little bit more on this. The owl. This little doodad here. This and this. So, I got some done. I think this is going to be one of my focus pieces for Christmas, for December. And I'm going to see how much I can get done. Because I still have to fill in this part. And I'm trying to decide. Oh, I also got these done, but I still have to put the white in. I'm trying to decide how I'm going to do the green. And I still have like 2 more pages and I need to print out and put together, which is the very bottom. So, but I think it looks nice. from what I'm doing right now is I am trying to put stitch counts with everything. Oh, this is done on a 16 count forbidden fiber bungalow. I am trying to put, like do 300 to 1,000 stitches on things that I focus on, so you can see progress. So that's what I'm trying to do anyway. That's my plans, somewhat. Hold on, please. Sorry about that. I want to turn the light on because it's getting very dark. Looks like the sky's about to open up in downpour, and I wanted to make sure my dog was up. So, all right. So, got that one done, and that one done. Ah, okay. So, I worked on Country Cottage Needleworks, Snow Village, Sled and Skate Shop. Now my goal was to put 500 stitches into it, which I did. And this is how far I got. So I started working on the tree, got the sled done, the door done, got this part done here, and this is a big window. And I gotta finish filling this in. And I gotta put some snowflakes down this way. But I'm going to work on this again next week or the week after. I don't know yet what for. And I'm going to put another 500 stitches into it. And hopefully, because I got a big mound of snow down here, at least it'll get some more progress, which is, progress is good. Progress is very good. Okay. So that's that. I got a big pile over here. Yeah. All right. So those are all the whips that I worked on. I know I changed a few things up. What else I did was I made myself another wheel. So I have a finishes wheel, which I spun again, and because I think there's too much on the hocus pocus for me to finish, even at 100 stitches a day. I'm gonna have to work on it after I get things frogged out and whatnot. I'm gonna have to work on it steadily. So I think I'm changing that from a finish to an older whip. I'm keeping it out because I am going to try to work on it at least once a week and try to get a good 400-500 stitches in it. So, yeah. Let's say 500 stitches weekly. And hopefully that's going to get me closer and closer to a finish. I did get, no, that's the right one. Oh, I did get some, different threads. I got some dinky dyes. I'm not quite sure where they are at the moment, but I did get myself some dinky dyes. And I am going to use, I got a red and like a chocolate color. And I'm going to use those two for this one. Yeah. because I think, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to find, maybe if I have enough, the woodland for the leaves, and just use the B5200 for the white. But I do know I need to start this. I have two ornaments I need to start. So yeah, but I did get my another pattern, and this is the clown from Cottage Gardening Samplings. It's Snowman Collector Series number 2. He's so cute. He's a cute clown. Most clowns are not cute, but this one is a cute clown because he's a snowman clown. And it has basically the same colors, except it's, they've added a couple, which is fine. I'm good with it. But I have on order some more tags that I use for floss tags. They look great. Oh, whole thing. Well, doesn't want to come out. There we go. See, this is what I use. I use these little brown tags I buy from Amazon, and I get a couple hundred at a time. And I use a big punch to punch out this hole, and I use a smaller punch, and then I just write the DMC color on here. And I know I'm going to have like tons of 310 and so on and so forth, but I really don't care. And this is how I work this. So, and these are the colors that I used for the bear. Classic Colorworks Wavy Navy. And Gentle Arts Banker's Gray. Because every time I see a bear, I need to turn it into a polar bear. I don't know why. I think it's because of my daughter. And this is Roxy Flossco. It's on the old Leo and Roxy tags. It is Snowy Owl. And these are dream. These are absolutely a dream to stitch with. I don't stitch with them very often. I usually go for the good old DMC, but so now that I have my new start wheels, I have my finishing wheel, 2 new start wheels, and now I have a whip wheel that has 25 older whips. So I spun my finish wheel, and hold it. I spun my finish wheel, and I'm gonna try to finish Boo. This is the Nightmare Before Christmas Boo. It's one color. Shouldn't have too much an issue finishing this. So my plans are to make progress on my goals. Yeah, okay. So this is still for 8/8 to 8/22. All the goals will change on 8/22. Okay. So I started the needle worker, so I oh, I added more to it. That's okay. I'll work 500 stitches on that. It's fun. Okay, and I need to finish my little whale here. Get this done. This I think I'm gonna work on soon. I can get it done. The other thing is for self-care, I need a seat. So I'm gonna work on my Christmas piggy. And that's gonna need 200 stitches. And here's my starting point. And this is done on a blue 18 count denim blue fabric that I dyed myself. And I'm using all the culprit colors. So I think now I'll continue to fill in the face, fill in my ear there, and get my 200. And if I go over 200, all the more power to me. But that's what's going to be my C in care. Okay, the A is going to be All Hallows, which I just showed you. So there's another 200 stitches in that. And I might not work on the border. I might just work on that one side of the border to make sure that it connects, and then work on a couple of the motifs in the middle. Start Mistletoe Kisses, which I just showed. The pattern, not the pattern, but the picture. It's right here. And I'm going to try to get 300 stitches in that. Work on my Christmas sampler from Cottage Garden Samplings. I'm going to try to get 500 stitches in that sucker because it needs to work. Because I want to get that finished as soon as humanly possible. The Fairy Rabbit still needs 2,200 stitches. So if I can get at least 500 or 600, yay me. The Skate and Sled Shop, I'm going to work on again. I'm going to put in another 500 stitches. I'm going to work on my Ladybug. That should be a quick finish because those don't take long. You know. I'm going to work on the Quirky Quaker Butterfly. Or I'm going to start the Quirky Quaker Butterfly because that's going to be a gift for someone's birthday next month. Work on my new boo, my Nightmare Before Christmas boo, and get 200 stitches in that. Yeah, I can do that. And that might make it even closer to finish. And then I'm hauling out an old one for this one. Is this the bag? No, it's not the bag. This is the one. Okay. Now, I don't think I've worked on this one since I started it. So, this is from Noctiflora on Etsy, and it's called the Midwinter Mushroom. And there he is. It looks like a Cyclops mushroom. He's very sad because he's all alone. But Noctiflora Designs has some really cool stuff, and I have to admit that I've been a little less because I'm not thrilled with the fabric, but I'm going to keep going on it. Okay. And this is done on a 16 count Marlin by vintage needlework. I think I need to iron this because it's disgusting. But maybe if I iron it, it'll soften it up a little bit. But yeah, I think I only worked on this for one day and I haven't worked on that since. So I got to get, I'm putting in 200 stitches, but if I can get more, I'm going to get more. Because working on this is really stiff fabric and it doesn't move well and it hurts my hands. So that's why I haven't worked on it. But this is as far as I've gotten. Guys, there's a lot of color changes in this sucker too. I also have the Frankenflower and the Bride of Frankenflower, and a couple others. But until I get this one done, so yeah, this was the whip that I spun for. Am I thrilled about that? Not really. Am I going to work on it? Yes, I am. And I'm using the Cove. So, and of course, I showed you how I do my thing. When I do my patterns, I take them together, highlighter, and that's about it. So, I will work on it. And hopefully, by next Thursday, you'll see some progress. All right, since I had Get Your New Start, I am going to um spin for one more. Even though I know it's thunder and you don't like it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. Come here. Come on. Good girl. Yes, I know. You don't like the snow. You don't like the thunderstorms. No. No. She's not a thunderstorm dog. She doesn't like fireworks and guns, nothing. So that's why she's out here sitting right there. So what I am going to do is I am going to spin one of my wheels for one more new start. Okay. My whip of the week was mushroom. Well, you know what? I'm going to spin for this week. No. Yeah. No. Yeah, because my weeks start Thursday and Thursday. So I'm going to spin for 8:15. New start. Whip and finish. And then I won't spin again until September. Okay. My whip of the week is the Mush Gloom. So let's see what we got. Oh, Gomez and Morticia. I've only worked on that one too the day I started it. Okay. What? Yep. What to start? I need to edit this one a little bit because I need to get rid of the needle worker. Okay. So this is from number one. Good dog. I think that's I'm gonna have to go to this place and order that one for thread. Okay. And what to finish. Gobble clauses. Okay. So I will show you. Well, actually, I know I got gobble clauses out here, but it's under this pile of mess. So, actually, I will show you all those next week because it's going to take me a while to. Because on gobble clauses, I've got some frogging and the Adams family I need to find, and I know where a good dog is. So, It's in my bucket. Yeah. Other than that, these are gonna go from 8/15 to the end of the month. These new start the Good Dog, the Adams Family, and Gobble Plazas are gonna go to the end of August. And if I start, they'll be worked on before the end of August. And then we'll move on to fresh in September. I have some plans for September because next month is Spooky Sampler September. So if you would like to join me for Spooky Sampler September, I'd really appreciate it. So if you have a spooky sampler or you just want to do spooky stitching, you know, um, I'd really love it if you join me. Um, Not sure what I'm gonna do right yet. Um, I There's a sampler I want to start, and I have this is another one I want to start, but I think I'm just gonna, see what I have for spooky stuff and work on that. I think in January I am going to take my wheels and I'm going to have one for each month theme. So, and it will also have the gnome of the month, the gnomes of the month, because January, February, March, and April, I'm going to do two gnomes a month. In January it's winter, February it's Valentine's, March it's St. Patrick's Day, April is spring. And June, where that's the half year or mid year, June is going to have three gnomes, July is going to have two, August is going to have two, and June's are going to be spring going into summer, July's are going to be patriotic, and August's are going to be summer going into fall. And then in September 2025, I will have two for September, two for October, two for November, and two for December. Maybe I'll do 3 in July instead. Yeah, it's January, February, March, April, June, July. Yeah. So we'll have 2 in June, 3 in July that are patriotic gnomes, okay. And then 2 in August. September are going to be fall, because in September that's when fall starts. October are going to be Halloween. November there'll be Thanksgiving, and December will be Christmas gnomes. So I'm going to put those on the wheels. So I have decided that January for 2025 will be Geometric January. So they will be, my geometric animals or my geometric quilt ones. I have a geometric heart. So what I'm going to do is put them all on a January geometric wheel, spin once a week, and whatever pops up is what I do for that week. Not the only thing I do for that week, but is my focus piece for the week. And then February will be full coverage. So whatever I have for full coverage will get put on a wheel, spin once a week, and whatever I get is the one that I focus on for the week. Same with going down the line. March is going to be Magical March, so that'll be, like wizards, so on and so forth. April is going to be spring. Spring has sprung. So any spring stitches are going to go, same idea. And then I think I'm going to, I'm changing March and May, so it's going to be May Madness, which is, you know, all Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, gotta have an Alice, you know, Alice in there, and I think it's going to encompass um, Hocus Pocus witches as well. Winifred and Mary and Sarah. Um, June is going to be Junk Journal June. So any smalls, you know, like my little whale there, my flag, my, you know, Bella Rose Designs has some awesome smalls. And I've done a lot of them. They're fun. And they're easy, they're quick. You can get them done in a couple of days. Excuse me. And then July is going to still be Jingle Jangle July, Christmas in July, plus some patriotics thrown in. I think what I'm going to do for July next year is I'm just going to do ornaments, little tiny Christmas ornaments, you know, and things of that nature. Um, August is going to be animals, so I can call out the geometric animals. I can put in a few others, you know. Um, Bella Rosa has some rabbits, and they have reindeer, and they have whale, you know, they have little bees, you know, that kind of thing. Uh, so that'll be fun. September is still going to be Spooky Sampler September or Spooky Stitching September, doesn't matter which. October is Oddities, and this year October is Oddities, and I am going to do a bunch of cryptids because they're cute. They're kind of funky, but yeah, I can deal with funky. And then November coming up is Nevermore November. So all you, if I have any Poe fans out there, bring it on, baby. Bring it on. I want to see. Um, I want to start The Poetry by Tiny Modernist. I think that's going to be my focus piece for November of this year. And then next year is going to be another Poe. Not a big fan of Edgar Allan Poe, but since I started stitching, it's the creepy stuff, and he comes up all the time. All the time. And then December, I think this year, I think what I'm going to do, okay? Now, my birthday is in December. So I got the idea from Stitching by the Shore, Laura, and also from Carla being crafty. Now, Carla's birthday is in August, and she does a black cat birthday sow. So you stitch something that has cat on it, or black cat, because she's got a big black cat named Gira. Okay, it's like Mandy Parker has a cat named Stitches. She's a black cat. So, and Laura from Stitching by the Shore, she does in October, because her birthday's in October, an October pumpkin birthday sow. So I got thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? There's a lot of us. I'm finding out that are born in December. Like Beth, the Steadfast Stitcher, is in December. Lee from Stitches and Things, Stitches, Sticks, Strings, and Other Things. She's in December. Stephanie from Just Keep Stitching. She's in December. You know, And those are just a few. Okay, now I'm in December. So what I was I thought about doing was doing a deck the halls ornament sale, which means you find little ornaments that you can finish quickly, and um, that's what we're gonna do. Maybe I'll even make a hashtag. I know everybody says the hashtags aren't working, but if you tag me or comment or email me a picture of what you're doing. Comment and see if you can put a picture in. Or just go to sewfly, SEWFLYS dot unique boutique on Instagram and tag me specifically for anything that you would like to show me. Right? If you are an Alice Stitcher, if you like Wonderland, if you do full coverage, if you do the acrostics. What letters did what projects did you pick for the letters? Um, Anything of that nature. Or you can even get in touch with me through the threads on Instagram, because I am on Instagram under the threads. You can put a picture there. And if you tag me specifically, I will be able to see it. Okay? So I would love to see whatever you are stitching. It would thrill me to death. So, but those are future plans. And if this, you know, deck the halls ornament thing works out, maybe we could put it, turn it into a swap. You tell me what you like, and then I match you up with somebody. That's how I met my friend Claudia. We did a Halloween swap. And I sent her a little pillow that had a candy corn on it. And she sent me a little pillow with a witch hat, which was wicked cute. And plus, she sent me some other things, and I sent her a few other things. And, I sent her a pattern that I got from the Stitcherhood that was called the Battle Web. It was a pumpkin made out of little bats. That was a joy, an absolute joy to stitch. And it was quick. But yeah, I would love to be involved in a swap. I'm a major gift giver, so I would love to be, involved in a swap. And if I can learn how to do it, then I'll learn how to do it. But we'll see. So, but I'm really thinking about that. And like I said, if there's months that you want to join me, so we have 4 months left of this year. So September will be Spooky Sampler September. October is Oddities, which could mean stitching something you wouldn't normally stitch. I've never stitched a cryptid. I tried, and I have one. It's the Squonk. Um, but yeah. And then November is Nevermore, so anything Poe themed. And December is going to be Deck the Halls ornament sale, or Deck the Halls December, and we'll put it into a birthday ornament sale. So, but that's all I got. Yeah. Anything fun? Life? My daughter goes back to school in a couple weeks. I have a wedding that I need to go to, and I have all sorts of people telling me to get over it. Is that helpful? No. No. I have one lady who does Reiki, and she's ready to put me on her table. And I'm like, I'll pass. Mm. Um, I'm just my anxiety level about this wedding is just driving me crazy because I know it's going to be a bunch of people I don't know. The only people I know are the bride and the groom and their daughter, the bride's youngest daughter, Sophie, because she hangs out with my daughter. And I am scared to death to go because I just don't want to. But my husband wants to go, and I promised him I would go, so I'm trying to work myself up to this whole wedding. Um, I know it's I can't, I really just can't get out of my own head. And when people are having, feelings about certain situations or certain things with them, it's really easy for other people to just blow them off and say, you're fine, just deal with it. Oh, I'm trying to deal with it in my own way. But my anxiety is like right there. And it didn't even dawn on me until I was driving home from my network meeting this morning after going to the pharmacy to pick up a couple of things for my husband. And that I had gone to an event that my networking group put on. And I made it through the whole day and didn't have too many issues. And I had slept the night before, you know, and I think everything just hit me all at once because I'm sitting on my couch after everything was said and done and after we were done because it went from like 10 to 3. By 6:30, I was in bed, gone. I think everything just got to me and my body just shut down and said, okay, we're done. And I didn't even think about it, because that's not normal. It's not a normal thing for me to be like, okay, we're done. No, it's not normal for me. So, anyway, I'm not doing the woe's me, don't worry. I got my handle on things, I think. I don't know. I think I was just losing my mind, to be totally honest with you. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, and Mama, I'm talking to you. Um, Hopefully you've sent me your address. I'm gonna check my email today. And if you have, your bag will go out tomorrow. Okay? You good? I hope so. She has been, she was one of the first people that commented on my FlossTube. I never met her, but she seems like she's a very nice lady. And we'll just take it from there. So, like I said, if you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for pressing play. If you are regular and come back every week, God bless you. The people who come back every week are the ones who uh, keep me motivated to continue to do this. So I really appreciate it. I appreciate it more than you know. So we'll see how much progress I get next week. And if anybody has any questions, comments, queries, please, I will put my email address down below. I'll put my Instagram address down below. I will put my Facebook group's name down below. And you can get in touch with me right then and there. If you don't feel comfortable commenting on this forum, which I understand, but I read all my comments, I heart all my comments. I don't have thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers like some people do. I just have 165-ish. So, I'm not sure of the exact number right now, but I think I have 165 subscribers. Maybe a little less. But please, if you are a FlossTube, please shout me out if you like what you see. I really appreciate it. So, I guess I'll see you next week. So, everybody be safe and keep on going on.